viewers, and welcome to this gem of a show called Z Connect. I am Priya, your host, bringing you the latest episode featuring a vibrant mix of events, arts, food, fashion, movies, and your favorite celebrities, keeping you in loop with everything you love. Whether it's the hottest new trend or exclusive interviews with the stars you adore, we've got it all covered just for you. Now sit back, relax, and join us so we can make the most of this weekend together, exploring the best of what life has to offer. Sushil Ghunawat, popularly known as TrapperX, emerged as a dedicated and exceptionally talented music producer and DJ, hailed as Rajasthan's premier electronic music producer. His numerous achievements have garnered global recognition, placing him prominently on international music charts. Recently, he graced Dubai with a concert, enhancing his reputation as an innovative artist with unparalleled talent and dedication. Join us as we delve into his journey and beyond. Hello Sushil, welcome to Z Connect. I'd rather say welcome to Dubai first.
Yes.
Is it your first time here?
Yes, it is my first time.
And I know you've already tried out a lot of things in Dubai.
Yes.
We'll come to that, but welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And I think I should call you TrapperX rather
Yes,
than
you can
Sushil.
call me Trapper.
Trapper.
Trap, yes.
Okay, and what was the whole reason of choosing this name?
All right, so it's a big story. Me and my elder brother were sitting one day. I was working as a gym trainer back then. So we were sitting and I was trying to come up with some name. So there's this genre called trap.
Yeah.
So I used to make trap music. I used to do ghost production, make music for other producers and artists. So my brother said like trapper looks cool, but it is very normal. Like trapper is very similar to rapper.
Yeah.
So he said just add some alphabet to it. Just a trapper A, trapper B. So I thought X is the coolest alphabet. We came up with TrapperX.
Okay,
Yes.
nice. So we've heard that you are completely a self-taught artist.
Yes.
And you were experimenting with music since the young age of 12.
Yes.
So, I mean, how did that interest come about? And
So there was this day, I was in 9th class and I went to one of my cousins and I was there to play this game called GTA.
Yeah.
I was playing in the laptop and there's this software called FL Studio on which you make music. So I just opened it, I thought it's a random application or something. So when I was pressing space bar, it was creating a beat, a kick. We have this drum and our drummer does this and it creates beat. So I got interested, I thought what is it and I have to learn from it.
Yeah.
So I used to go to cyber cafes and watch the tutorials for that software and that's how I started making music.
lovely.
Yes.
And then it went on and rest
It
is
went-
history.
Yes, correct.
Tell me, you were talking about ghost music production.
Yes.
How did your interest come about in that?
So I got pretty good in music production at very young age. So I started making music for other producers. So suppose if you are a A-lister artist, suppose you are Martin Garrix. So you keep touring and you don't have time to make music. So you hire a ghost producer.
Yeah.
The ghost producer makes a track and he don't take any credit for it. So I just used to sell the tracks in $100, $50, and one of my track blew up. Like
Yeah.
it went to 103 million views. And unfortunately, I sold that track. And we have that code that I can't disclose about that track.
Okay.
So that was the time I realized that I have to start making music and releasing it under my name.
Yeah.
So yes, that was the time I switched from gym trainer to a full-time music producer.
Full-time music producer.
Yes.
Tell me, Bewafai was your
Yes.
debut
Correct.
track. Why
Correct.
did you choose that?
Of course, after the heartbreak.
Had to be. You
Yes,
have a
had to
heartbreak
be.
story.
Yes. So after the heartbreak, me and my fellow artist Aksh from Bangalore, he was a engineer working in Google. So he was a rapper in that that track. And I came up with the lyrics and composition. I reached him out. He had the good vocals that time. I'm not in touch with that person currently, but we made this track and unfortunately, we didn't get much views on that track, but the next track, Live Like a Love Song, got like viral on the internet,
Yeah.
and that's how it started.
Nice. Is there any particular achievement, any milestone that is very close to you?
I got featured on New York Times Square billboards, and I was the first DJ from India who got featured there independently. Like you can get featured with the help of Spotify, Apple, these giant companies when they invest money, but I got featured independently, and
Yeah.
by far I'm the only DJ from India who got featured there independently.
Amazing.
So that was
When was
big.
this?
It was 2021, just after COVID.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me something now, as a rapper, do you feel that the market and the industry has kind of grown for rappers? They have become more popular these days as compared to...
Correct, 100%. Like DHS, Desi music, Desi hip hop grew immensely. Like after these reality TV shows, the Hustle and everything. So it went crazy, and I think it's a good platform. It's a good opportunity for Indian rappers and Indian producer to, like, they are already doing good. Artists like Krishna, Seedhe Maut, and everybody is coming and doing good globally. So I'm very happy, and I think this industry is growing, and there are a lot of faces has to come. Like, there is time. After Gully Boy, scene changed immensely. I completely agree, and I guess because of Instagram Reels as well. Now you get a good engagement. If you're really talented, you get good engagement. So I have already also collaborated with MTV Hustle winner Bella. Bella, he was a season 1 winner, and I have a song with him, Vision.
Oh, lovely.
So, yes, I really respect rappers and all the fellow producers who came from Hustle. And to be honest, in reality, they are still hustling.
Yes.
The scene is pretty saturated, but still people are making.
So on that note, Tony, do you feel that, since you also mentioned that through Reels today or through any other social media platforms, it's so easy to put out something that you have or you've created, and that if it goes viral, then you get known.
Correct.
But do you think sometimes the product or anything that you're putting out gets lost because there is just so much? How much will people consume?
Correct. So it's a complete overstimulation going on Reels right now. So I guess many of artists are literally forgot like why they came into this industry.
Yeah.
So I know that's a dark side of this entire music industry, but again, like, many of the people are using it in a good way, and they are doing very good on Instagram and in their music career as well.
Yeah. As an idol or as an inspiration, do you look up to someone?
Yes, I look up to Travis Scott because from the very young age I'm listening to this person, and he's a self-made guy and got very, very limelight career and very good, and I look up to him. Yes, I make music also like him, so yes.
Cool. Thank you so much, Sushil or Trapper. We wish you all the very best with all your future projects, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Time for a quick break, but we'll see you in a bit with lots more. Stay with us. Welcome back. We had the opportunity to meet Jill Green, the visionary CEO of 11th Hour Films at the Emirates Festival of Literature in Dubai. She has worked with the likes of George Clooney and Sir Ian Rankin and spearheaded numerous critically acclaimed projects across television and films. Her dedication to fostering a collaborative and dynamic work environment has solidified her reputation as a trailblazer in the industry and set a benchmark for success. Get to meet her better with us. Hello Jill, welcome to ZConnect.
Thank you.
So Jill, you've had an illustrious career as a television producer, working on shows like Foyle's War, Safe House, Vexed, New Blood. So tell me, how has your journey been as a television producer, and what initially sparked your interest in production?
Well, I started in the world of advertising and marketing, which is very useful to this industry because it's a highly competitive world like the television industry is, and it makes you see things in a different way, because I always imagine every day when we're making something, what are the audience going to think about this? How are they going to find us? How are we going to position the show that we make? How are we going to market it? So these skill sets have been hugely useful to me. I'm also married to a very successful novelist and screenwriter, Anthony Horowitz, and we have, in the later part of our careers, joined together and worked on such successful shows such as Foyle's War, and we're currently working on a very successful show called Magpie Murders, which is an adaptation of his own novel.
You've been involved in creating a diverse range of TV shows across different genres. So tell me, what inspires you, what attracts you to a particular subject or a project, and how do you decide which idea you want to pursue?
It's a very, very competitive world right now. There's no doubt that big, what we call IP, it helps because it gives financiers a security that they've therefore got a book to sit behind. They therefore have an audience that's already ready-made for that book. So for example, with Anthony Horowitz, we successfully adapted his books, Alex Rider, 13 books, And at the moment, we're also doing a reboot of the very successful Ian Rankin novels, Rebus. But these books have brilliant central characters, wonderful narratives. They have great depth to them, emotional depth. These are the things we're looking for in books. So I'm always looking for what is the kind of USP of that idea, wherever it comes from.
Great. So collaboration is crucial in the creative industry, right? So tell me, how do you approach working with writers, directors, and other creative professionals to bring a particular project to life?
Well, I've worked with a lot of different writers. Obviously, the main collaboration is now with Anthony Horowitz. And his mind is very, very clever. He has many, many ideas. He's a very, very good person who can structure something. So we work very well together. We debate a lot of things. We don't always agree. Obviously, we're coming from different perspectives on things. And I think when, I work with a lot of big talent, I understand that their job is very difficult to do. But equally, they have to understand that when we take over their book or their screenplay, that they're going to have to be collaborative with us as well, because we have a lot of big challenges, like a lack of budget, for example, in the UK, or we have financiers that have different needs. We've recently had that with a big drama we've made of Jane Casey novel, The Killing Kind, where the financier said, we'd like to do a second season of this. Can you give us a different, more ambiguous ending? So we talked to her about what ideas we had, and we collectively agreed. It's a very collaborative industry, and we like working with writers who are also very flexible.
So television has undergone significant changes over the past few years, right? Especially with streaming platforms coming about, changing viewer preferences. So tell me, how do you adapt to these evolving trends?
Well, I think it's a really interesting time right now, because after the pandemic, there were a lot of people who bought a lot of streaming services, 5 or 6 maybe in a family, and now with the cost of living and less time to view things and the rise of games to distract them as well, I think people are losing a lot of subscriptions of streamers is going down.
Absolutely.
And I think now we're going to see we've already started to see it, that places like Viaplay, a Scandinavian version of Netflix, have closed their scripted division. Paramount Global announced the other day that they are going to be culling a lot of shows and people. Amazon have just laid off over 1,000 staff. There are big changes and turmoil that is going to happen amongst the streaming services now. And I think those with deep pockets, Netflix, Amazon, Apple and Disney will be the survivors. And then I think the smaller platforms might begin to fold or have to change in some way as subscriptions fall away. So I think there's going to be a complete change in the marketplace. I think if you're on a streamer, for us, like Alex Rider, which is on Amazon and Freevee, we need to look at how we market our shows, because these platforms, when people open the page, how do we stay on the front page, if you like, so that if people love our show, we're still up there. And that's about the performance of the show and how it's positioned. And it goes back to the need for ideas to be so distinctive these days to survive on very, very crowded streaming services.
Yeah, absolutely. You closely work with film and documentary festivals, right? What motivates you to do so?
Well, I love documentaries. I don't make them, but I've always loved them. And I think right now, some of the best films around, if you look at the BAFTA and Oscar nominations this year, are in the field of documentaries. And the big player that has supported that is Netflix. They're the biggest investor now in that field. I think the storytelling has got better in the documentary world. I think the editing has got better. I think the quality of work has gone up. It's such an exciting area right now. And also as a TV producer, we also look at documentaries to think, can we make the drama version of that And the really good example in the UK right now, the most successful television show on the screen right now is called Bates versus the Post Office. And there were 2 documentaries that were made before that show. That drama came out of a documentary and is actually co-produced with a documentary company called Gem Pictures. And it's the true story of the injustice brought to the postmistresses and postmasters, who many went to jail. And almost, I think 15 million people in the UK have watched that show. And that came out of a very good documentary being made about that story of injustice.
Okay, final question for you. What advice would you give to people who are out there who want to follow in your footsteps or be in a creative field like you, become a professional like yourself, and want to make a name for themselves? What should they do? What should they not do?
Well, it depends on what role they have. I mean, I think if they want to be a producer, I came up the advertising route. There's no single route to come through. People go through script development. That's another route. They go through line producing. So I think you have to work your way up in one of those disciplines. For me, the best producers are those that can marry together finance and creative, not one or the other, both. They're so important if you're a producer. I think if you're a writer, I think you must just write in what you believe in, not think that, oh, if something's successful there, I'll copy that and therefore it might get made, because the creative market is moving all the time. And I just said in what we just talked about is no one ever knows what the next big idea is. And if you, for example, I once met the South Korean writer of Squid Games. There was a script that got turned down by everybody. It was a film script. It took him, I think, 15 years to get that off the ground. In the end, it was picked up as a television script by Netflix when they finally arrived, and the rest is history.
Absolutely.
So, but the idea behind Squid Game is so distinctive. And it's written with such passion, with fantastic characters, very universal idea, even though it's set in South Korea, that you've just got to, as a writer, believe in your own work. That would be the best advice.
Superb. It was wonderful talking to you, Jill. Thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
We'll be diving into the exciting world of indoor sports in Dubai right after this short break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Dubai Sports World, the region's largest indoor sports and fitness destination, organized by Dubai World Trade Center in association with Dubai Sports Council, is now officially open for another action-packed summer season. This year, the edition runs right through until 8 September and is open every day from 8 a.m. until 12 midnight, featuring a wide variety of sports, events, and exhilarating challenges. To know more, check our story up next.
I'm here with a group called TAL, which is educating kids with the fundamentals of the game of basketball, and also never quit, stay fit. So it's the importance of working the mind and the body at the same time. So, and teaching kids life skills at the same time. So I'm excited to be here in Dubai. TAL is going to be posted up here for the next 2 months. Working with kids, so I'm excited to be a part of the group. Well, I like the never quit, stay fit portion of TAL. Again, what we're doing is teaching the fundamentals of the game, but teaching about health and wellness. Basketball is a universal sport. I'm excited that you have kids here in Dubai with the interest of playing basketball or learning how to play the game. So I've traveled the world. Working with kids over the past 30 years. My first time in Dubai, So I'm excited to get on the court to give them some instruction.
So 14 for us, the sport world is very, very, very important. Since we start from year one until now, we'll see how they grow. And that growth is coming from the community. And because we know there's a lot of people living in Dubai during summer, they're not traveling. And they want to engage themselves with something indoor, air conditioning. And the best place here, what we have it in the Dubai World Trade Center. And the facility, of course, can be make any type of sport. You can see how many fields is here, there, basketball there, football there, cricket there, and also volleyball there, and other academy. So I mean, that's for us something continuity, and we would like to show the people who visit Dubai in summertime also, they can be keep their kids and they keep themselves busy with the sport.
Well, today we announced the launch of Dubai Sports World 14th edition, and this year we mark this edition as the largest edition since its launch 14 years ago. And this year we have celebrities joining for the first time who've come to Dubai and for Dubai Sports World. We've increased the number, the size of the venue. We've increased the courts and pitches. We've upgraded the basketball pitches. We've upgraded the tennis court. We've upgraded also the cricket based on the demand that we had received last year. So we're constantly upgrading and updating what we have, and to offer something better and to cover all ages. And this year we have a lot of initiatives, community initiatives with Community Development Authority, Dubai Police, some of the government entities, and within the next few days we will be announcing the initiative that we have for the riders, for the taxi drivers, and we have similar initiatives. It will be coming, in the next 2 to 3 days.
Oh man, I'm very happy that I'm part of Dubai Sports World. I feel like on an off day when I'm not working, I can get up in the morning, play a sport. Here, even when it's summers, Dubai Sports World is open. You can come and I can play different sports. I can play paddle, badminton, TT, basketball on the same day. Go to the gym. On an off day, I could be doing this for 4-5 hours, 6 hours. Just I'm like that. Let's do this. Let's do that. But otherwise, when I'm working and when I have kids and this, I try to be active. It's not like, hey, if I don't go to the gym, what'll happen? No, then I'm cycling with my kids. I find ways of being active. I think just the approach to being active and eating right is something that I'm trying to do seriously for the last few years, and that helps because because I don't have a routine. I'm working in India, I'm here, and I'm traveling. So if people have a routine that they get up and this time they go to the gym, then they can follow that. For me, the one thing that I do without fail is I'm very active. If nothing, I'll get on a call and start walking. Like I'll walk for an hour. I'll do some exercise in a hotel room. I always carry the resistance bands. I'll be active. I'll figure out a way to do some activity a day. This is awesome. If I'm here during the summer, I'll be here like 4-5 hours because see, you can have a nice coffee, chat with somebody, then go play basketball. Then after you relax a little bit, eat something, go play some table tennis. Then my wife will come, kids will play here at the Kids World. Then my wife and I can call our friends and play some paddle and again eat. If you put a bed here, then I think I'll sleep here also.
It's time to wrap things up. Thank you, wonderful viewers, for joining us today. We'll catch you once again next week, same time, only on Z Connect. Stay connected with us on our social media. Keep sharing your feedback and love. We always appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.